Hello. Digging up that fern deserved its own video. There's a lot of toing and froing, and I've left a bit of raw footage at the start because quite often you can gloss over things and people don't realise quite how long things take. So I've left this in so you can see me scratching my head and trying to think up how to do things. It's a bit boring for some people, but some people might find it interesting. We're shifting the rubbish. You know that as I dig in I'm going to find more rubbish. So, oh, something crinkly under there. Can't get my fork in. Which suggests, yep, some more of this stuff. And more plastic down there. Piece of it. I'm not using a spade because I want to get as much of the roots as possible, if possible to lift that. I think I won't do that in one lot, but I might be able to take it out in pieces. Right. A metal bar rammed it into the ground. I can see it now. I can't get off. What I'll do with all the bits of clay pots is, when I do the asparagus bed, I've got to dig deep anyway, and then I'll put those in, then it'll help with the drainage. Doesn't help that he's buried stones back here. So I can't get speeding anywhere to dig the roots out. Let's use the fork for leverage. The roots of this thing is incredible. Can't get in anyway. Just about. This first bit. Just about. Whew. even my substantial weight isn't enough to get through and lever this out. Normally, if I lean something, if I lean on something, it stays leaned on, but not this thing. It's going out a bit, little bit by bit, but whew. Look how dense that is. Crumbs. Got tons of stuff to dig up. Of course, having all that stones and bits of metal that he's hammered into the ground is not making life easy for me. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a job and a half, isn't it? I think I'm going to need a sharper shovel to get through this. Let me try. This might be better. Oh yeah. meant for pruning. And even this is struggling, but it is in somewhere. They say you need a good aerobic exercise to make you sweat and be out of breath. Well, this is cheaper than a gym and twice as effective. As you can tell from my being out of breath, it's taken a while to get this out using a mattock and pruners, because they're actually quite thick and really matted together. Trying to get into it is difficult, but fortunately they are not that deep rooted. I mean, it's a tangled mess. It's going to take me a while to get out, but once I've cut it down I should be able to get through the roots of this fairly quickly. This hazel will probably take a bit longer, but I think I'm going to have to allow a couple of days to get this sorted. Well, I'm pleased with this area in front of the shed. Now when I come in, this is what I see. This will go. It's going to take a couple of days to dig it out. That builder's bag is full of privet cuttings and things and leaves, so that will compost down and that will be gone. Those bits of pallet wood will be gone, and then I'll sort the coal frame out. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this yet, whether I'll keep it or dispose of it, give it to somebody. I mean, if I can move it in one piece, it'll probably give somebody a good few years more service, but it's just here. It's in the way of the greenhouse and the coal frame and everything else, so there's all sorts of trip hazards here. Bits of stone, again, just in the ground. Bits there, bricks there, bits of wood randomly hammered into the ground. You can't see it, but if I... And they've got really great nails sticking out, so they've always had some sort of beds here. And these things, I mean, there's no way I'm going to move these, because when you look down, they're actually concreted in. So I'm not shifting this lot. That's south. That's this thing. I presume it was some sort of trellis, but it's shading out the coal frame. If you're not using a coal frame during the summer and you've got something growing up here, that'd be alright, but it just seems a bit daft really, because it shades out the coal frame. But I think I'll just have to live with it. 5 minutes after I arrive, it starts snowing, and this was the job that I've got to do. I've got to dig up this, and had a think about it. What I'm going to do is use a saw and loppers to actually get in at ground level, and then I can dig out the roots, which are fairly shallow. But I tried cutting into it with a spade from the top, and it's taken ages. I think an old saw might be a better option. Right, it's taken ages to get this little bit, and most of it is dry stuff, so what I'll do is I'll set it alight and burn it. Otherwise it's going to take me days to dig it out, because it's just putting up a really good fight, and this is going to be a problem as well. So I'm moving everything from around it. This bag has got a lot of clippings and things which I'd left down to compost, so if I move that I'll be able to burn this next week sometime, and then that will be this front area clear of rubbish. I just need to dig it over and dig out all the perennial weeds, but the ground is frozen today, so I can't do any of that, so I'm a bit limited as to what I can do today. I saved up some of the last load of leaves and things that came, all the clippings, before I'd made the compost bins, so just stored them in here temporarily. They just need to be moved across over to the compost bins over there, and then I can clear this space. Well, I hope you got something out of that. The next video will show the last bit of the clearing up in January. So goodbye for now, and come back soon.